That's one that needs some more time and attention. Let's see here. Okay, so wedding photographer London. Our victim is Liam.
Oh, we
Volunteer.
have Liam on the chat. Hey,
Liam,
Yes.
how you doing, man? So, what is nice to see here is lots of similar sites and services ranking. All these people, you know, all look like freelance independent photographers, all offering their wedding photography services in London. So that's good to see, right? We're seeing in the number 1 position, someone domain score 3. Our target has domain score 4. So we've got some opportunity here. You can see, despite these having a higher domain score, they're only ranking 3rd, but they've got a lower content score. And this is also a list of sites, a list of photographers rather than individual photographers. But Google's telling us in the number 1 and number 2 position are specific freelance photographers. Our target roast is a specific freelance photographer. Everything's in alignment, right? It's exactly kind of what we want to see in terms of opportunity. Opportunity because we've got the good domain score, opportunity because of the content score, and opportunity because of what we're currently seeing ranking, just looking at this table, right? So let's get busy. And I'm sure Liam is familiar with his competitor sites. And let's have a look first at Liam. Is that here? Look, the image is welcoming, it grabs you in, but we're not using the best use of the space here for any kind of call to action. We're not establishing credibility. We're not establishing authority. We're not really saying, you know, I'm Liam Smith and this is why I'm awesome, right? It's not there, nor is there anything for the user to then click on and engage or make an inquiry or see a portfolio or anything like that. Also, you've got these awards down here, which in my opinion should be used above the fold to establish your credibility, not hidden away down here, right? Moving down, you know, we've got a lot of, I feel, wasted real estate that doesn't contribute to too much to, like, look at all of this space here we've got just to say, hello, I'm Liam, this guy, right? Like, we're taking up a whole screen scroll on a 23-inch monitor, so it's probably worse on a laptop or a mobile, just to say, I'm Liam, right? That I don't feel like you're making the best use of your screen real estate here. Here, the text is small, difficult to read. You know, I see pretty good, and I'm like, oh, squinty eye, you know. And typically with photography sites, people use lots of high-res images, which often leads to slow load times and such other things. So I suspect site speed will be an issue here, and images aren't optimized. And down here, you know, this is your call to action, which actually disappears when you mouse over it. Whoa, where'd you go? It should be like, boom, you know, like you put your mouse over it, literally like jump out the screen and punch you in the face almost, and instead it's like, oh, don't click me, you know. So that's your first call to action as well, like you know, like I've done a lot of work there to engage with you and submit an inquiry or look at your portfolio or whatever else. This, I hate spam filters like this because it makes the customer do the work, and you want to remove as much friction as possible from the customer. So you can usually use an invisible honeypot or something like that to take care of this. Down here, nice use of typography, just too small. It's too small. Here, a lot of real estate for not much. And again, the text. Look at the beautiful typography here. Look at that, beautiful. And now look at this. So I feel like there's some work to be done. Look at this. You know, it's who's reading that? No one. Headers, bullet points, increase the font size. You can do it. It looks amazing here, right? So overall, that is the kind of feeling of the site, right? Moving on, Emma Jane. Really bland above the fold. There's nothing engaging, right? Liam's like, whoa, look at this dude. But yeah, choose fun. Yeah, I'm on board. But this is like, really bland, right? Like really, really bland. It doesn't. She's also got all these like awards and been in this magazine and this, that, and the other. Doesn't really stress it. She's not establishing authority or credibility. She's trying to do some internal linking to rank for destination weddings there, but with a gallery, probably won't rank. Again, the typography is really basic. Could be a lot better. All of these awards look really hidden away. What's wrong? You photographers like a bit too humble or something? Like you're burying all your awards down at the bottom. The brochure, look, the call to action to the brochure is just not there. It's very easy to scroll past the brochure. Look, where's the brochure? Again, text, boring. Similar kind of issues, right? Except for our target site, Liam makes a much better entrance at the start. But after that, kind of similar problems that we're seeing, right? Lindsay Goddard. Now, the first time you land on this, you get the first scroller, this one. So it's straight away award-winning photography, London documentary winning photography. Here's my portfolio. It goes straight into establishing more credibility above the fold. Now, personally, I hate these scrolly bloody light boxy things. Do my head in. Much better to have complete control of your above the fold space 100% of the time and use that to establish your credibility, who your service are, introduce you, and give you a call to action all in that space above the fold. Coming down again, a little bit shy about the awards here. Should be big and bold, shouting about them. Everyone seems to be very humble in this. Nice personal area, but again, the typography is just not there. It's just text. Links to the awards here and the things they've done, which helps establish credibility both in the eyes of the user and in Google, but again, not really shouting about it. This quote's kind of nice, attracts the eye, but okay, some nice example photos, but again, they're showing off credibility at the bottom of the page, right? Not at the top. And here's the first call to action. Right at the bottom there. In fact, does this even work? Just looking at the URL. Ah, you're looking. Yeah, looking at the URL at the bottom left there. It didn't look like it was going to work. So again, similar kind of problems, right? Not establishing authority. The text isn't really readable. Sorry, they are establishing authority, but they're not doing it in the right way. First call to actions right at the bottom here. Text that's uninteresting. It's not really going to pull anyone in. Most of this is probably for search engines more than anything else, right? Than the human. Miki Studios, again, weak header. It doesn't really communicate what they do. Like, I'm a wedding photographer, but this is a photo and film studio. There's a mismatch there, all right? The photo's a wedding, but doesn't communicate what they do. Again, doesn't make good use above the fold, just showing off photos. Spacing here is bad. Again, the text layout and the typography is bad. Awards are hidden down here. There's no trust signals, no call to action, you know. There's a lot of work to do there. And this is, again, I'm not going to repeat, but saying the typography and layout's a little bit better, but it's small, it's hard to read. Again, there's a lot of work to do here. So I think Liam's problems can mostly be solved just by establishing credibility above the fold with a call to action, being clear about what you do, finding some way to integrate that with this photo because it's great. It pulls people in. We do choose fun. Increase your font size, fix your typography issues. You can do it because this section is great, you know, but you're wasting so much real estate here. You can do much better there. So that's the manual roast, so to speak. The surfer audit itself, pretty big opportunity, and I'll show you why.
I'm guessing he's
So we're
missing
trying
ton
to.
of keywords. Oh, I see the one.
You see it? So we're trying to rank for wedding photographer London, and the term wedding photographer London is used precisely 0 times on the page. That's a pretty big opportunity right there.
Yep. 30 seconds job that can lift you in the top 10.
Yeah. So look, first of all, before we dig into this, we take a good look at everything that we're looking at. Word count's great. We're way below the average for words in bold, right? We want to be touching this at least. Few little tweaks down here. Look, exact keywords. No exact keywords in the body, ni in the H1 or the title. London wedding photographer. Wedding photography London, you see. So just some small changing the order of your words there are going to help you with your target keyword. So I would go through, make these changes down here first, and photography sites you always do badly on site speed. I'm gonna review that in a moment, but lots of opportunity in terms of an on-page optimization opportunity. You're not even mentioning the target keyword on the page, so go through that, take care of all these issues here, come back, refresh the page, and then go through and fix all of these. We're missing some essential terms. Award-winning. I think you've got that in an image. Yeah. So yeah, award-winning wedding photographer in London or something like that in the text there. Lots of opportunity to dig through here.
And you see, still ranking 21. That's crazy.
I'm still ranking 21. So yeah, I think if you make these fixes, you're going to see a big boost. But let's take a little look at Google Page Speed Insights and Web Page Test. Photographers, you're usually pretty ambitious with your file sizes, to say the least. You like high res, high quality, and everything else. The problem is mobile phones don't, and some desktops don't as well, actually. Now, looking here, in general, when we have a client that's got page speed issues, if we fix them, we nearly always see positive increases in search visibility. Nearly always. Like, it's the first thing that we fix because it nearly always delivers improvements. As a rule of thumb, we want to see at least a 60 mobile page speed score. If you can get it to 80, great, but 60, we're like, yeah, we'll accept that. And as suspected, efficiently encoding images is an issue. You've got some unused JavaScript, some render blocking resources that are affecting both the mobile, desktop, 90 and above. That's it. There's no wiggle room in that. It's got to be 90 and above. And again, the similar issues here with your images, these can be fixed. Well, let's take a look at web page test. Similar issues. In the real world, you're loading in 14.8 seconds.
Matthew, can you swap screens so we see it? Because now we see Surfer's audit.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So just covering here, back page speed insights, 56 score, was it? Might change now. Okay, while waiting for that to load, web page test, we're showing a 14.8 second load time. This has got to be as close to 3 as possible. Really high time to first byte. It's telling us the images need compressing. Looking into the waterfall, we can see, this image is taking 8 seconds of the time. This is taking 5.5 seconds of time. There's a lot of room for optimization here. Page speed insights. Okay, desktop, this time we broke the 90s. And here on the mobile, we still have the efficiently encode images score. Oh, we got a bit of a better score here. So we need to take care of that, right? The easiest way to take care of that is I've got a tutorial that shows you 6 ways to increase your website speed. Just follow the tutorial, follow the video. That will take care of all of those problems. And in combination with what you're doing with the surfer fixes here, I mean, it's just a win-win-win-win strategy, right? Take care of these surfer fixes first, pull it through Google Search Console, then apply the learnings from my site speed
I
tutorial
will
here in
include the
video.
link to the tutorial in
Yeah,
the description.
you're going to see fantastic results. I assure you of that.
That's great.
So
That's great.
that
I really feel
is,
like it will bring a lot of positive impact to the Liam's website, to the Liam's business.
yeah, and honestly, look, this tutorial is showing you the free ways, right, to do it. If you've got a bit of money to spend, don't waste any time or effort. Just go and buy WP Rocket. I think it's like $50, and then go and get Short Pixel. I think you can pick it up for like $10, right? Set those 2 things up, and it'll do absolute wonders for anything to do with site speed. You don't need any tech knowledge. It optimizes all of your Google fonts, your Google Analytics, your Facebook pixels. It does tons of stuff in just a couple of clicks. Literally takes minutes to set up, and the benefits you'll get from that will continue to come for months and years to come from your site. So this is the free way to do it. There's I think the ultimate setup. In Liam's case, I would say that you want to go with the ultimate setup here and avoid all of the hassle. Just get it done right. You're a photographer. You make decent money, right? Well, probably not right now, but you made decent money. So $50 on a plugin, $10 on things, on image optimization. It's not going to break the bank, but the benefit it's going to bring is tenfold. Especially with this surfer audit right here. This is just like wide open for the taking. It's one of the reasons I selected it. I think you're going to see the most benefit out of all of the people that we roast today. So yeah, great opportunity. I hope you make the most of it.